It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Garrett Wilson. He's on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Chargers and the Panthers, and it's all up next.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Taking it about the 1. There on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Remember we were kids and they all said, hey, whatever you want to do, make your kid a left-handed pitcher, make them play baseball, they'll play forever. Forget that. I want a quarterback. All right? That's what I want to raise. In this era where you throw it around like crazy, you put up numbers like he did in his last game.
Last week, almost 500 yards. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on third with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
43-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers first down.
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. They'll come up second and 7. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 33. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short. Trying to run forward Pollard. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now a give here to Pollard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively. After that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot
defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that, because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal?
It'll be second down. Now here's Young. Gates with a grab.
Into space at the 45.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Off the play fake, Young.
Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Young.
He completes this one to Mingo.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
At the Chargers 17-yard line.
Young to throw it.
He still makes the catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead.
But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
The score, Panthers 7.
A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Chargers at 13-3 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust instead of just talking about winning, the very next.
Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chargers are able to move back in front. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here is Young. He's got his running back out of the backfield. He's going to have the Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now Young. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. The RPO, he completes it. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Young now. He finds his man complete. It's Alexander. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Young now from the 50. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Young. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. Patterson will try it up the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now a first down throw for Young. Escaping the pressure right. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Now Young. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
An extra point attempt to follow here. And that makes it 14-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. 75 yards.
And the Chargers have yet again retaken the lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Bryce Young and the Panthers offense set to go back to work.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. the way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s purple people eaters, the Minnesota Vikings. Hard to move the ball against those types of teams. Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller since that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. Young to throw it. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's caught left side. Ruckert with it.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll look to throw again.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sitting back at about the 43-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They go play action. Young. Out to his left. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Now he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
On play action, Young. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. 4th down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie things at 17 all.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Los Angeles.
They'll drop to throw.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
10 yards on the pickup. It's
Back to throw again.
at the 47-yard
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw here.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hold on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Touchdown, Chargers! A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they will take a 7-point lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
2 yards on the pickup. In second and 8.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We start in southern Nevada. Houston making the trip out to take on Las Vegas. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. The Raiders trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we take the long trek eastward to Tampa, check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Seahawks trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. But the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On second down, Young again. A short throw caught by Andrews, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Young to throw it.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On second down, it's Pollard. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw.
Drops this underneath for Pollard.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Garrett Wilson
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted. which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. To throw, Young. Open man is Mingo, complete. And now third on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. Young working out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Young throwing complete there to Mingo. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. It'll be Young again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
2nd down and inches. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. Trucks over him. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He finds his man, complete. It's Curry, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll look to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith, who had 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
Now Young. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Young. And that's complete to Gates.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
3rd and short yardage, Young.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC.
And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
They'll run with Pollard.
Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Breaks through the contact.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Young. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one, a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Throwing, Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And the Panthers 1st down.
They go play action. Young. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
Again, it's Young. He's got his man. It's Andrews. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
Young on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mark Andrews with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
Back to throw.
He finds Wilson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Run for Pollard.
And he's brought down.
164 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Chargers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this will be incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here is Young. A quick throw there is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays. 4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage they're able to...
Warning.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So it's Charger football now. Here's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here. Messing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They just came to support their team, hope they'd see some good football, and they did. But they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate. Because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.
So for Los Angeles, they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
you